Monday, July 13th. I believe I was lazy yesterday and didn't really take any videos. So basically all that happened was we hiked about 15 miles to Carson Pass parking area. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it's called, but something similar to that probably. Where we encountered more trail magic. That's our second trail magic experience of the trip, and it was pretty nice. I don't know, they cooked us some Asian-ish food, which is quite good. Yeah, I actually can't remember how long it's been since we had Asian food. I don't think we've had any on this trip so far, so yeah, it was definitely good, and it was nice to have, something different. Yep, after that, I think we just hiked another 7 miles or so to where we made camp. So overall, I think it was like a 23 mile day, so not bad. Yeah, the day was pretty uneventful other than the trail magic. Yeah, in some ways, I feel like we were getting a little bit spoiled. We had like a resupply, then we encountered our first trail magic, then we encountered our second trail magic, and today we're heading out for another resupply, so yeah, I don't know, kind of feels like we're getting spoiled this week. For today, as I mentioned, we're going out to resupply again today. I believe we only have like 9 miles to go or something, and then we'll be at, I think it's Echo Lake. That's also where the second set of gut hook maps end. So finally get to move on to our third set of maps, which, I don't know, changing to a new set of maps is always kind of interesting. It's like a milestone in itself, so that's cool. Once we get to Echo Lake, we'll probably be picked up and go to South Lake Tahoe to hopefully do some shopping. I believe both me and Jerica are hoping to acquire some new shoes. Yeah, other than that, I'll probably just do laundry, take showers, recharge electronics, normal resupply stuff, nothing too interesting.
So way out there is Aloha Lake. We hiked into it, and then down by that lake, and now we've climbed up here to Dick's Pass. Just over there is Dick's Lake. And we're still climbing a little bit more.
Today is Tuesday, June 14th. I believe it's the 56th day of our trip. We had a bit of a slow start. We usually do whenever we, stay with the sport vehicles, and especially when we're in a hotel. So, yeah, yesterday we did get a hotel at South Lake Tahoe. So we stayed there, and as I said, got a late start, but a good breakfast. Yeah, we probably didn't start hiking until like after 9, or maybe even not until after 10. However, we still did manage to make about 20 miles, maybe a bit over 20 miles today, so not a terrible distance, but not anything spectacular. While we were in South Lake Tahoe, we did decide to do some shoe shopping. I was using the Ultra Lone Peaks, and for whatever reason, they were really digging into my feet. Like every time I would take a step, then the shoe would bend. It would, like near the laces, would dig into my foot, and it actually got bad enough that it causes my feet to bleed at times. So yeah, I don't know. Other people seem to like those shoes, but for whatever reason, mine really were not working for me. So, as I said, we went shoe shopping, and I got some that I guess are called like Topos or something. Currently, they seem to be working much, much better for me. Jerica, however, does like the Lone Peaks, so she did buy another pair of the Lone Peaks. I think she's still going to use her Las Sportivas that she bought at Kennedy Meadows until they wear out, but she bought another set of the Lone Peaks to switch to once it's time, yep. I don't think much else of note really happened today. It was a fairly easy day. I believe we went over one pass. We got to see Aloha Lake, which is pretty cool. It's a bigger lake than I expected, and yeah, fairly nice lake. But yeah, all in all, today was a pretty good day. The hiking wasn't too hard, and we made a decent mileage for the late start that we had.
It's Wednesday, July 15th. This part of the PCT follows along the Tahoe Rim Trail. The Tahoe Rim Trail is a 170-mile trail in California and Nevada that circles Lake Tahoe. We are now coming up on a view of McKinley Bay and Lake Tahoe. And there it is.
Wednesday, July 15th. I believe we are officially in Northern California. Currently we're doing a ridge walk, which I always find enjoyable. You know, you get great views and I don't know, I like being at higher elevations, so I don't know, it just feels like you've accomplished something, I guess. But I thought this would be a good time to show kind of what Northern California has to offer. Still is mountainous, but you also get, I guess, more trees, or at least the trail where we're at goes through the trees more often, so it kind of feels more forested than like the Sierras did. And then the mountains themselves, they're, I don't know, less sheer or abrupt and sudden, and they're more, I guess, rolling. So probably a bit easier to walk. And so far the views have been pretty good. I'm not terribly disappointed. The Sierras were nice, but so far Northern California has also been nice. And I believe you can see Lake Tahoe off in the distance over there. Thursday, July 16th. I believe it's the 57th day of our trip. So yesterday, well, it was still our longest day, but we only ended up going 28 point something miles, so not 30. We probably could have gone 30 if we wanted to, or weren't feeling that bad, and we made camp by like 6, so we definitely had the time. However, the camp we found was near water, which I'm not entirely sure if the other one was, and it also had cell service, which the other one most likely did not. So we had gone as far as we needed. There was no need to go farther really, and the camp was nice, so we figured just stop at 28 for the day. And it was still our longest day, so. However, it also ended up possibly being our most crowded camp, so had we known that, we might have decided to continue on to 30, but yeah, we didn't know that when we set up camp. We were the first ones at that camp, so at first we had it all to ourselves, which was nice. But then when we were eating dinner, somebody came by and set up camp, probably like 500 feet farther down the trail or something, so no big deal. Maybe a little closer than ideal, but yeah, it wasn't that big of an issue. But then when we were kind of at the fringes of our camp where the cell service was the best, another guy came in and basically set up his camp in our camp. I mean, our campsite was very large and we were kind of on one side of it, and he more or less pitched on the far side of it. But there was still, I don't know, kind of still a little bit felt like he was in our camp. The second person who set up their camp almost in our camp, yeah, I don't know what his issue was. Because, I mean, from the trail, you could look down and see other perfectly fine campsites. So, yeah, I don't know if he was just uncomfortable camping alone, or if he was afraid of bears or something, or what. But, yeah, that was a little weird. Yeah, as I said, there was no real issue or anything, just, yeah, I don't know. Me and Jerica, I think, prefer more isolated camps. So, it was less than ideal for us, but all in all, it was still a good camp, and we weren't really bothered by the others, so no real issue. Today, I think we only have to go about 16 miles or so before we meet the support vehicles, although we are hoping to hike another 5 miles or so after that. Hopefully we'll be able to resupply, grab the dog, and yeah, continue on. Today, though, might have the least amount of water since we've exited the desert. I believe we have one water source that's probably roughly 3 miles from where we're at, or maybe 4 miles from where our camp was. And then the rest of the way to the car should be dry. I don't think there'll be any other water sources. So, yeah, I don't know. I've been getting a little spoiled with how frequent the water sources were, and hopefully the water sources is gonna stay frequent, but I haven't really looked that far ahead. And today, yeah, there's not a lot of water, but it's far from the longest carry we've had. It really shouldn't be that bad.